Okay, so you heard it from the leading geneticist himself. He just stated to you, we don't have DNA from the Israelites of the Bible, so there's no way we can actually prove it to you, but you better treat us like we are the Israelites of the Bible. Like we are the Israelites of the Bible. Like we are the Israelites of the Bible. Let's dive in. Let's look at that Skorecki clip together, because he is the one that tells you the truth that they can't prove they're the Israelites of the Bible. Now, why would he tell the truth about that? Well, the truth is, scientists, there's a lot of other scientists who can look at the exact same data, and it can force you to tell the truth on things like genetics, because genetics is publicly available. It's not that difficult actually to understand genetic science. For example, physics is actually more difficult than genetics. So genetics is easier to grasp, and they know that they can't just blatantly come out and say, well, we're the Israelites of the Bible, because there are other potentials for being Israelites that make a stronger case than the Ashkenazi. That's what we're going to look at. Okay, let's take a look at this clip.
My name is Karl Skorecki. I'm a physician, nephrologist, or kidney specialist.
Okay.
I'm director of medical and research development at the Rambam Healthcare Campus in Haifa, and a professor in medicine and head of the laboratory of molecular medicine at the Technion, Israel Institute of Technology.
Perfect. And what is your connection to studies in Jewish genetics?
I've been doing research in population genetics of populations of interest around the world, especially related to kidney disease, but also Jewish history genetics for about 20 years.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so the question is, are the Jewish people of today directly related to the Israelites of the Bible?
We don't have DNA from Israelites of the Bible, so there's no way to provide a direct answer to your question. It may be that someday, actually in the near future, because there are researchers working on this, on what's called truly ancient DNA, that is to say, obtaining DNA from the remains of peoples who are no longer with us, but their skeletons or the remains buried in sites in the contemporary state of Israel and the surrounding region, and that those DNA sequences one day can and probably will be compared with those of many people around the world, including contemporary Jews. But there isn't a direct published answer to that question at the moment.
Okay, fair enough.
So the closest we can get is sort of circumstantial. And that circumstantial kind of evidence, which is not direct, is based on comparing DNA sequences and DNA markers of members of contemporary Jewish, self-identified Jewish communities, either in Israel or in various diaspora communities, with each other.
Okay, so you heard it from the leading geneticist himself. He just stated to you, we don't have DNA from the Israelites of the Bible, so there's no way we can actually prove it to you, but you better treat us like we are the Israelites of the Bible. You better give us the honor that's due them. You better give us the loyalty that's due them. No, sir, no. If you can't prove you're the Israelites of the Bible, I have no desire at all to treat you like you are. Why should I? You can't prove it. A Balfour Declaration and then a war in 1948 doesn't make you the Israelites.
I was very excited when I first started to get evidence, and it was so counterintuitive. I'd put 20 Europeans and 20 African Americans on a sheet of X-ray film, and every African American showed differences, and all the Europeans looked the same. And I thought I'd mislabeled something, or I thought I'd made some drastic mistake. And we kept repeating and repeating things, and as we got more samples from different areas, I realized that it was a difference in the pattern, and that this whole new type of evidence based on mitochondria was going to change the way we thought about modern humans.
In 1987, Kahn and her colleagues published a paper showing for the first time that the markers stretched back to Africa, showing quite clearly that this was the birthplace of the human race. Their bones were discovered in Kafse Caves near Nazareth in Galilee in 1933. Near Nazareth in Galilee. Near Nazareth in Galilee. Near Nazareth in Galilee.
Near Nazareth in Galilee in 1933.
13 fragile skeletons, one a woman, a tiny baby at her feet. When these bones were first uncovered, they were the oldest complete modern human skeletons ever found.
The numerous skeletons that have been found in caves in Israel at the sites of Kafse and Shul.
There is something special about you, Judah. There is something special about you, Israel, or Yashara'al. When I say Judah, Yahwadah. That is the ancient pronunciation of the word. There is something special about you, Judah. Yahweh only spoke to you, to us, as a nation. And he spoke to no other nation. That's why we are supposed to be what? That light. We're Yah's chosen people that's separated. We're supposed to be the nation that's teaching the nations, not the nations teaching us.
Lion of Judah come upon the earth, bringing unquenchable fire. All the tribes of Israel and the believers stand in power. Speak with authority, worship uncontrollably. There's something about you, Judah. Fire upon the kingdom of darkness. We may suffer for a little while, but joy cometh in the morning.
Judah special, no wonder we were a chosen vessel. In and out of captivity, weaving like a pretzel. Messiah come through the tribe, clean out the bloodline. We disciples, so put us up on the front line. Face to face with crime, cause we ain't scared to grind. When you connect the divine, we stay pressed for time. Evangelize, keep the fine, put us in prison in. Worship first, we always invite the spirit in. Cause revival through a pen, stacking souls in empty bins. Joy in the morning, this a warning, you will never win. Fire upon the head of the serpent, he next tail chirping. It's too late cause your tail's already burning. I don't want your riches, got a mansion with gold streets. Rubies all around me, the light shine, no police. The living used to be deceased, resurrected to a feast. Nothing like being in peace at the table with the meat.
What's your thoughts? Please be respectful with your comments. Also, please click the like, click the notification bell, and subscribe to this channel.
Listen, Genesis chapter 11 verse 10 explains the genealogy of Shem. Shem was a black man in Africa. If you repeat this back, Genesis 14 verse 13, Abraham steps on the scene. Being a descendant of Shem, which is a fact, means Abraham too was Abraham, born in the city of a black man called Nimrod, grandson of Ham. Ham had 4 sons. One was named Canaan. Here, let me do some explaining. Abraham, Isaac was the... Jacob had 12 sons. For real, and these were the children of Israel, according to Genesis chapter 10. These were the children of Israel, according to Genesis chapter 10. These were the children of Israel, according to Genesis chapter 10.